I'm in a private lift now in Courchevel, which is on one side of Maribel, which is where I spend the whole weekend here in France, in the French Alps. I've been on the ICE Group Ski Weekend, which is a group of entrepreneurs in the tech sector, mainly in London, but people from all over the world have come. It's been a fantastic weekend, super cool people, really well organized, and I'm just so glad I came. I just wanted to say a little something about getting social, and it's something that I've probably struggled with my whole life. Maybe you have too, and it's when people have to kind of go to a place where they don't know anybody, like go to a meeting or go to a meetup. And a lot of people avoid it because they're like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to say. And so this ICE meetup was actually one of those for me because I know a few people, but I don't know them that well. And so when I got the invitation about a month ago, the old Brian wanted to ignore it and say, no, let's just avoid that. And so the new Brian booked it immediately. I just went on there and I forced myself and I signed up and I put my credit card in and I just did it. And I didn't even think about it. So it was like, again, going to where the fear is, and I just forced myself to do it. And I'm so glad I did. I met so many cool people here this weekend, and there's nothing like a person-to-person meeting or just hanging out with someone, especially in a cool circumstance like this, where there's not like a meeting or a big agenda. It's just like people hanging out. So it's been really awesome. I would encourage you to get out of your comfort zone and meet people face-to-face, because that's where everything happens. Relationships, love, business, it all happens face-to-face. And I sit around and broadcast myself on YouTube every day, but that's not really face-to-face. It's really about looking at people in the eye, seeing what they're like, and having a real conversation and a connection with them. And you're going to end up knowing these people your whole life. And some of these people will become your best friends or your business partners. And some of them are just going to be a bunch of fucking wankers. And who gives a shit? It doesn't matter. It's just better that you meet them. And another thing I would say is 90% of the people out there feel just like you. The people that seem social are just as freaked out as you when it comes to meeting new people. So don't worry about that. The last tip I have is I read a book called How to Work a Room. And if you're ever curious about how to work a room, one of the great tips, first of all, it's a good book, so check it out. I've been listening to it on Audible. But one of the great tips is to pretend like you're the host and go around and start introducing people and saying, oh, thanks so much for coming, and why are you here? And just to act like the host, and your whole energy will change as opposed to being a wallflower and sitting there in the corner. And you'll go out there and really interact with people, and people might be like, what, are you the host? And you'll be like, no, I read this in a book. Hey, what a great conversation starter. So there you go. There's some free advice. I can't get over how stunning this background is. I stop skiing sometimes and I just look at it. I just sit and look at it because it's so amazing. So there you go. That's my thought of the day. Get social. It's where all the fun happens. It's where the scary stuff happens. Out of the comfort zone for me. That's where all the fun happens. And sometimes the pain, it's a bit like a psychedelic that way, as in that's where you're going to get your most progress and be most uncomfortable. So there you go. Big love out to the ICE group, Alex Hoy, the whole crew. They organized it amazing, really cool people. And I hope to spend more time with those people in the future and get a bunch of them on the show. It's just really cool stories. So there you go. Peace. I'm out of here from the Three Valleys, Les Trois Vallées. And I'll be back in London on Sunday. Peace.